10. Tawa no Kwan. This story follows a boy named Kwan and his friends, who are attractors. Attractors are human beings who have awakened and have supernatural powers. Kwan is determined to save them all, but a secret organization is hunting them. 9. Knights and Magic. Having died in a car accident, Tsubasa Kurata, an otaku from modern Japan, is reborn in the Fremvilla Kingdom, a medieval world where powerful mechs called Silhouette Knights are used to fight horrific demonic beasts. Born into a noble family under the name of Ernesti Echevarria and bestowed with prodigious magical abilities, he enrolls into Royal Lahaila Academy. This school of magic trains young men and women on how to pilot the Silhouette Knights, prepping them to protect the kingdom from threats, both demonic and human. Ernesti teams up with the twins named Adeltrud and Archid Olter with the goal to create his own Silhouette Knight one day, a feat unheard of for several centuries. Number 8. In another world with my smartphone. In a thoughtless blunder, God accidentally strikes down Tuya Mochizuki with a stray bolt of lightning. As an apology, God offers him one wish and a chance to live again in a magical fantasy world. Tuya happily accepts the offer, and for his one wish, asks only to keep his smartphone with him as he begins his journey into this mysterious world. Starting over in this new world, Tuya finds it is filled with magic, which he has an affinity for, and cute girls vying for his attention. These girls provide Tuya with no end of romantic frustrations, but also companionship as he discovers the secrets of this new world. Number 7. Stigma of the Wind. Kazuma Yagami is a user of Fujutsu, the ability to control the wind. He returns to his old home, the noble Kannagi household, after being banished 4 years ago for his inability to control fire and his subsequent defeat in a duel at the hands of his younger cousin, Ayano Kannagi. Returning after such a brutal exile already gives rise to many conflicts. But to make matters worse, several Kannagi family members have recently been murdered with Fujutsu. This leads the Kannagi family, including the hot-headed Ayano, to suspect Kazuma as the culprit. Now, Kazuma must not only clear his name, but also aid the family he shares a mutual hatred with in order to discover the true identity of the killer. Six. Blood Lad. Stas Charlie Blood is a powerful vampire who rules the eastern district of Demon World. According to rumors, he is a bloodthirsty and merciless monster, but in reality, Stas is just an otaku obsessed with Japanese culture and completely uninterested in human blood. Leaving the management of his territory to his underlings, Stas spends his days lazing around, indulging in anime, manga, and games. When Fuyumi Yanagi, a Japanese girl, accidentally wanders through a portal leading into the demon world, Stas is overjoyed. But just as he is starting to feel an unusual attraction to her, his territory is attacked, resulting in Fuyumi's untimely death. She turns into a wandering ghost, and the crestfallen Stas vows to resurrect her, as this would mean being able to travel to the human world, something he has always dreamed of. Blood Lad follows Stas and Fuyumi, soon joined by the spatial magician Bell and the half-werewolf Wolf, as they travel to find a magic that can bring humans back to life. Number 5. Dog Days. Dog Days takes place in the world of Flonyard, an alternate Earth inhabited by beings who resemble humans, but also have the ears and tails of specific animals. The Republic of Biscotti, a union of dog-like citizens, has come under attack by the feline forces of the Gallet Leo Knight. In an effort to save Biscotti, Princess Milchior summons a champion from another world in order to defend her people. That champion is Sinkizumi, a normal junior high student from Earth. Agreeing to assist Biscotti, Sink retrieves a sacred weapon called the Palladion and prepares for war. In Flonyard, wars are fought, with no casualties and are more akin to sports competitions with the goal of raising money for the participating kingdoms. Sink is successful in his role as Biscoti's champion, but learns that a summoned champion cannot be returned to their homeworld. The scientists of Biscotti will endeavor to find a way for Sink to return home, but until they figure something out, he must serve Princess Melchior by continuing to fight as Biscotti's hero. Number 4. Fate Apocrypha. The Holy Grail is a powerful, ancient relic capable of granting any wish the beholder desires. In order to obtain this power, various magi known as masters summon legendary heroic spirits called servants to fight for them in a destructive battle royale, the Holy Grail War. Only the last master-servant pair standing may claim the Grail for themselves. Yet the Third War ended inconclusively as the Grail mysteriously disappeared following the conflict. Many years later, the Magi clan, Ygd Malenia, announces its possession of the Holy Grail and intends to leave the Mages Association. In response, the association sends 50 elite Magi to retrieve the Grail. However, all but one are killed by an unknown servant. The lone survivor is used as a messenger to convey Ygd Malenia's declaration of war on the association. As there are only two parties involved in the conflict, the Holy Grail War takes on an unusual form. Ygd Malenia and the Mages Association will each deploy 7 master-servant pairs, and the side that loses all its combatants first will forfeit the artifact. As the 14 masters summon their servants and assemble on the battlefield, the magical world shivers in anticipation with the rise of the Great Holy Grail War. Number 3. The Legend of the Legendary Heroes. Alpha Stigma are known to be eyes that can analyze all types of magic. However, they are more infamously known as cursed eyes that can only bring destruction and death to others. Rinner Lute, a talented mage and also an Alpha Stigma bearer, was once a student of the Roland Empire's Magician Academy, an elite school dedicated to training magicians for military purposes. However, after many of his classmates died in a war, he makes an oath to make the nation a more orderly and peaceful place with fellow survivor and best friend, Sion Astal. Now that Sion is the king of Roland, he orders Rinner to search for useful relics that will aid the nation. Together with Ferris Eris, a beautiful and highly skilled swordswoman, Rinner goes on a journey to search for relics of legendary heroes from the past, and also uncover the secrets behind his cursed eyes. Number 2. The Devil is a part-timer. Striking fear into the hearts of mortals, the demon lord Satan begins to conquer the land of Inte Isla with his vast demon armies. However, while embarking on this brutal quest to take over the continent, his efforts are foiled by the hero Emilia, forcing Satan to make his swift retreat through a dimensional portal only to land in the human world. Along with his loyal general Alciel, the demon finds himself stranded in modern-day Tokyo and vows to return and complete his subjugation of Inte Isla. That is, if they can find a way back. Powerless in a world without magic, Satan assumes the guise of a human named Sadao Mao and begins working at McRonald's, a local fast food restaurant, to make ends meet. He soon realizes that his goal of conquering Inte Isla is just not enough as he grows determined to climb the corporate ladder and become the ruler of Earth, one satisfied customer at a time. Whether it's part-time work, household chores, or simply trying to pay the rent on time, Hataraku Mao-sama presents a hilarious view of the most mundane aspects of everyday life, all through the eyes of a hapless demon lord. 1. Overlord. The final hour of the popular virtual reality game Yggdrasil has come. However, Momonga, a powerful wizard and master of the Dark Guild, decides to spend his last few moments in the game as the servers begin to shut down. To his surprise, despite the clock having struck midnight, Momonga is still fully conscious as his character, and, moreover, the non-player characters appear to have developed personalities of their own. Confronted with this abnormal situation, Momonga commands his loyal servants to help him investigate and take control of this new world, with the hopes of figuring out what has caused this development, and if there may be others in the same predicament. Well, this was today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any suggestions, just comment below. Anyway, I'll stay here. A big hug, and see you in the next video.